Okay, so let's talk about how to become a coach as a highly sensitive person or an empath. My name is Adam Mitchell Hart, and I help HSPs and empaths gain the confidence, skills, and business strategy necessary to launch successful businesses as coaches and healers through my Superhero Academy coaching program. Now, when I started out as a coach, I had no idea what it took to become a successful coach or entrepreneur. I was winging it and making every mistake that you possibly could. All I knew was that I wanted to help people succeed in life and that I might be good at it. Over time, and a lot of money spent on training programs, I eventually created a finely tuned coaching business. Since then, it's been a simple and straightforward process for launching new programs and running my business. So let's dive in so you can save yourself the agony of getting stuck, not knowing what to do or how to get yourself ready. And make sure to stick around to the end where I'll be sharing details about an offer for a free exercise on how to choose your niche. So, first, it's important to understand why you want to become a coach in the first place. If you're a highly sensitive person or an empath, well, there's a good chance that you naturally gravitate towards counseling type roles where you're the kind of person that gets a lot of satisfaction out of helping people. Maybe you're the person that your friends always turn to when they need help or advice. So get clear on what your passion is for coaching and what's inspiring you to take this first step. Otherwise, there's no point. Second, get clear on why you think you would make a good coach. Again, as an HSP or an empath, you are naturally suited for these types of roles. So take a moment to consider what natural abilities and talents you might have that might make this a very easy and natural transition for you. Many HSPs and empaths have high levels of emotional intelligence. They just understand people and emotions and situations and dynamics. They tend to have very strong intuitions. When I'm coaching somebody, I'm focused on being so present and then just allowing my instincts to come into play because there's just a knowing about what's going on and what needs to happen. In addition to other qualities like being a great listener, knowing how to hold space and create a safe space for someone to really share deeply and vulnerably about what's going on for them. So take some time to consider, hey, could I be a natural at this? Are my chances of success very good because of my HSP empath nature? And lastly, you're naturally empathetic as well, so you really feel for your clients and you really want to help them. Third is figure out who you would like to work with and why. Your whole business is built upon the target audience that you wish to serve. So I'm serving highly sensitive people and empaths who want to become coaches because that's my story and I have a lot of experience in this. I understand what the pain points and challenges are for HSPs and empaths where they may feel like they have low self-esteem, low self-worth because they just haven't been able to find their place in life. They feel different and they might want to find their role as a counselor type, but they just don't know where to start. The traditional programs for becoming a therapist or this or that just aren't really appealing to them. Just doesn't make sense how to start a business. So that's why this niche is a good fit for me. But for you, consider, what's been your struggle in life? I had a previous coaching business as a career coach because I struggled in my career. So I was able to identify with people that had a hard time in their job search. And I felt very inspired to help people land their dream jobs because it had eluded me for so long. And I had gone on so many interviews and so many job searches to really have an in-depth understanding of this space. All I had to do was study and learn all the best practices for how to be successful in your job search. So consider what have been your challenges that you've needed to overcome. And by the way, again, stick around towards the end where you'll be receiving a free exercise on how to choose your niche by answering 5 simple questions. So next is understanding how to create a coaching program. And check out my last video because I spent 15 minutes detailing exactly how you do this in order to deliver world-class results. Really, what this comes down to is determining the length of your program, how many weeks you want to work with somebody. It's quite straightforward. You want to work with somebody an hour a week for X number of weeks. 8 weeks, 4 weeks, 12 weeks, and then understand how to structure those calls so that you're moving somebody from start to finish, where at the end they've achieved the outcome that they want. So make sure you've created your service offering in a compelling way where it's hitting on all the key topics and subject areas that need to be covered for someone to find success and overcome their obstacles. Next is learning how to guide people to the results that they want. So during the calls themselves, understanding how to check in with somebody and get their emotional baseline before diving into the meat of your call. Understanding how to ask questions. I'm going to do a whole video on just how to ask questions, because questions are your number one tool in your tool belt. Whenever you're confused and not sure what to do, you ask questions to dive deeper to understand what's going on for this person. What are they truly struggling with? What is the root cause? And then it's embodying the role of teacher, becoming really good and proficient at teaching information, filling in the gaps for people where they may not know how to do something. And then lastly is providing action steps or homework at the end of each call. Because without having clear guidance on what to do after the call is over, your client's not going to make any progress and it's just not going to work. So you also next want to learn how to step into your power and embody the role of a leader and a mentor. And this is a really juicy one. I have a number of videos on these topics of how to set boundaries, how to protect yourselves from narcissists, how to basically be the person that your clients really want you to be. Someone with very high self-respect, very high standards, high self-esteem, high self-confidence, independent, strong, courageous, so they can trust you. This is all really important. And the beautiful thing is that in the process of becoming a coach, you get to become the best version of yourself. So everything that you do to invest in yourself, your health and your well-being, from diet to exercise to just good personal practices, is going to make you a better, stronger coach that your clients are going to turn to, that people are going to want to work with. Next, once you have the framework figured out and you're ready to play this role, well, now it's time to go out there and find clients. And this is a big one, guys. This is the most important piece to your being successful as an entrepreneur. And there are many ways to go about this, and I'll be doing separate videos just on this as well. Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach here. There's so many different ways to connect with your audience out there, especially when you consider all the online channels. But there are also the in-person channels, the organic channels within your own network, friends, family, acquaintances. But once that's run out, then you want to start to look and consider, how can I reach people on social media? Coaches commonly, you've probably seen this a lot on Instagram and Facebook, people telling stories about their overcoming challenges and offers to DM them for a free consultation. That's a very common one. There are other channels that can be more effective than that, more sophisticated. So Google Ads, for example, when somebody types, how to lose weight in 30 days, or whatever it is that they're looking for, they can pull up an ad that goes to your website. Or you can do what I'm doing. You can create YouTube videos to generate organic traffic from people also searching for how to become a coach as an HSP empath, for example. And there's LinkedIn. When I was working as a career coach, I did 100% of my marketing on LinkedIn, doing some automated messaging for people, asking them if they're looking for a new job. And that was a very nice and straightforward process. So there's a lot of different ways. There's Facebook ads, there's Instagram ads, all the different ad platforms. There's email marketing, there's, SEO, getting organic traffic to your website. Make sure you think through these things and you have an idea for what's out there, what's possible. And if you're interested in learning more, just let me know. This is a big part of my program, is educating people on the different marketing channels. Next is creating a process for enrolling your clients and developing mastery around having the enrollment conversation. Once somebody raises their hand and says, yeah, I'd be interested in your program, well, how are you going to have this conversation in a strategic way where you're uncovering their obstacles and challenges and you're sharing with them some potential solutions, and you're offering your program as a potential solution, and then you're asking for their commitment, and you're also asking for their investment. How to have the difficult conversations where you're asking for money. These are not easy things for people that haven't done this before. So to become a coach, these are also things that you have to get really good at. And then lastly is creating business systems and tools for running your business. This is not the sexiest part, but it's very important. So just getting your website figured out to have an online presence that establishes credibility and can be a lead magnet as well. Setting up a scheduling system like Calendly, for example, so people can easily book time with you. Having a payment processing system so that when someone is ready to work with you, they can easily transfer payment and get started. How to create a coaching agreement so that you got all the legal stuff covered and it's clear what they're signing up for. And your marketing systems. All the different marketing softwares out there, there's so many, they all like to work together, so understanding how that all works. Getting a good webcam, a good mic, all the logistical basics that are very important. Okay, so that's all. Now you're ready to begin the process of starting your own coaching business. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel right now so you can get more content on the way. And if you'd like to know how to choose your niche, then click on the link in the description for a free exercise that includes 5 key questions that you'll need to think through before you can get clear on who your target audience is. Once you have that in place, then you can actually get to work on creating your coaching program. Okay, share with me in the comments which part of this process you're least comfortable with, and I'll share some additional tips with you. All right, well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and tune in for more free content on how to become a coach or a healer as an HSP empath. Have a great day.